Hello everyone, welcome back to another great episode of Raihanascuisines. Today is gonna be special because I have had Dr. Ali Dinani submitted a video to me. He went ice fishing, and him and his wife posted pictures, and I was like, okay, you're catching the fish, who's cleaning the fish? And he was like, they clean their fish themselves and descale it. And I was like, oh my goodness. And so he decided to submit a video, and I have full permission for me to air this video. I thought it was fascinating for him to be descaling and filleting a fish that he caught, or fishes that he caught. So I wanted to share a little bit about Dr. Ali Dinani. He is an anesthesiologist and he loves everything that Minnesota has to offer. But he is still a Cleveland, I knew it was gonna happen. He's a Cleveland Browns and Ohio State Buckeyes football fan. Okay, I hope I said that right. And I asked him, I said, Dr. Ali, what would you like to say to everybody that would be watching the video? And this is what he told me to say. He said, if you don't feel a little uncomfortable, you're not trying hard enough. And I absolutely loved that quote. So I am going to air this video for you guys. I am just really thankful, and I really appreciate Dr. Ali going out of his way from his busy schedule to do this for us. He did a phenomenal job of descaling and filleting the fish. And I also want to thank his wife for videotaping this for us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, please comment below so Dr. Ali can read all the comments. Again, thank you very much, and I hope you guys enjoy this next video.
Assalamu alaikum Raihanti. We had an amazing ice fishing experience a couple of days ago. Got about 20 to 25 bluegill fish. Today I'm going to show how to descale the fish and fillet. We just learned how to do this yesterday, experimented a little bit, but the fish barbecued tasted amazing. So I've already started, got about 10 of the fish already descaled, saved a couple just to show you. We have 2 fish remaining that need to be descaled. I'm gonna put one to the side for now. And the fish that we have left here, I use a spoon. You can use a knife. I find it safer to use a spoon. I don't trust myself with the knife going toward my other hand. But anyway, you're gonna start at the tail and work toward the head and just scrape the scales off. I'm sure people with more experience doing this have a better technique or are more elegant. It tends to be pretty messy with these scales flying around all over the place. Might not be a bad idea to do this outside or in a garage if that's available. But as you can see, it's not very challenging to get these scales off. You just want to go up to about the gill line because you're going to cut it right here. But you want to try to get the scales off the shoulder part as well, because there's some meat there that we're going to try to get in our cut. So we do that right there. Make sure now after the scales are off, you'll feel that it's nice and smooth. Do the same thing on the other side, again starting at the tail, and work your way toward the head. And these guys are slippery, so I'm holding firmly here. And again, I want to make sure we get this shoulder. And there we are, step 1, descaled. Now we're going to wash this off in cold running water, and then we're ready for the next step. So now we're going to fillet our fish. I like to keep the skin on. You can remove the skin if you prefer. The first thing we're going to do is identify the gill area, which is right here, and we're going to cut above that. So like I showed earlier, we're going to try to keep that shoulder part of the meat in, and then we'll cut down all the way to the belly. And you want a sharp fillet knife. This knife isn't the sharpest, but it should do the trick. From here, we're going to cut along the spine of the fish. As you can see, I'm hitting the rib cage right here with my knife, and that's okay. We'll work that out later. And once we get past the rib cage, we're going to extend the knife to the other side and work it all the way out to the tail. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, and we're going to cut the meat away from the rib cage. So you might be able to hear that the knife is going up against the bone of the rib cage. Kind of want to pull away and let yourself just cut the meat off of the rib cage. You're not cutting the bones away. The bones should remain intact. You're just cutting the meat away from the bone. You're going to do this all the way down. You're kind of pulling away as you're cutting to separate the meat from the bone. So again, someone with a little more experience is probably going to do a better job of getting more of that meat away from the bone, but I guess that'll come with practice. And when we get down here, just cut away the last piece of skin. And there's our fillet with skin on. There are some tiny bones in here, which you can feel if you rub your finger up and down. Some people remove them, some people keep them in. If you want to remove them, you're just going to make a cut on the side here. And cut on the other side. And we're just going to take that section out. And that's it. So there's your fillet. And do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm going to show a method of keeping the whole fish. Just dehead it and take the guts out. So again, we're going to start off with pretty much the same cut where we're trying to keep that shoulder. But this time, we're going to cut all the way through to the other side, cutting through the bones. I'm going to go down to that pectoral fin. Again, a sharper knife may get this done in smooth cut. I'm going to work with what you got here. This method is a little bit more messy than the other. And when you have that cut, you're going to take your fish and you're actually going to just pop the head off. Now that's the intestines and liver and all that good stuff coming out with the head. And in that cavity that you've created behind it, you just want to scoop everything out of there, pull your head off, and bring this membrane with you and just throw that away. And use cold water kind of clean out that internal cavity. After you're all done with these, not a bad idea to let them soak in a little ice water and salt brine, and that'll help clear out some of the impurities as well. But that's actually ready to grill, right as it is. Just put it on your seasoning and throw it on the grill.